So the FDA just approved new jabs, and I don't want to say that I told you so, but I kind of told you so. And just to prove that some conspiracy theories are just a few months away from being the truth, remember when I told you that kids would be the next customers for jabs?
So this was expected and anticipated. We were actually expecting this on Friday, so certainly the way the FDA finalizing this decision before tomorrow's CDC meeting was necessary. So what's happened is that they have now approved the updated booster for both Moderna and Pfizer for individuals 12 and up, and they have granted authorization for these updated vaccines to individuals 6 months to 11 years. What the FDA's job, Chris, is to authorize and approve medications, vaccines, et cetera. It's up to the CDC, who is meeting tomorrow, to give us better guidance on who should be receiving these updated shots. And I think we're going to start hearing the terminology changing as well, Chris. Rather than calling things boosters, I think that the CDC is going to try to communicate that this is going to turn into possibly an annual vaccine, much like the flu shot. But again, which individuals are going to be prioritized for the shot, we will find out tomorrow.
There are times when I hate that I'm right on the money, but yes, y'all heard that too, right? So notice the terminology here, the language that they're using now, right? It's much more, how do I call it, tame? Compared to the health crisis where the younger generation wasn't in the jab conversation as much, now they're being discussed first. You see what I'm saying here, right? But of course, we want to see our leaders lead the way, right? Let them show us that these new jabs are safe. Although, and I kind of found this weird, even the White House wasn't aware if President Joe Biden was going to be on camera for his jab.
Will the president get that shot on camera like we've seen him do with his previous vaccination rounds?
I don't have anything to share about how that's going to look, if it's going to be in front of camera or not. What I can say for sure is the president is going to get the updated booster. I just don't have anything to announce at this time.
Oh, so now they're not sure if he's going to build up our confidence with a televised jab. Oh, okay. Something amiss though. And well, it's not really uncommon these new jabs didn't go through proper clinical trials. Surprised? I'm not. So the FDA approved the shots through emergency use authorization to target new variants, right? But you gotta wonder, did the HHS and the Department of Health and Human Services declare another national and public health emergency that I'm not aware of? I mean, I'm just a little confused. Befuddled, if you will. Oh yes, I said befuddled. But yeah, so these new jabs are gonna be up and running without in-human clinical trials. At least that's what the FDA seems to be telling us. Which leads me to this next clip from Corinne Jean-Pierre where she goes super, and I mean like super defensive on the new jabs. Now before I play this clip, make sure you smash the like button for the video and subscribe for the latest updates that affects you, all of us really, right here in our nation. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, you guys.
And also, will the president get boosted, or will he do that?
Yeah, I've answered the second question already, which is the president is going to get the updated booster. That is something that he is planning to do. So I answered that question a couple of days ago. Look, the fact is that we know that these vaccination against COVID-19 remain effective. They do. And they protect people from going to the hospital, or avoiding the hospital, long-term health challenges, and death. And as we head to the fall and winter season, this is the best way to protect yourself from COVID. And so this has been, and let me add, this has been thoroughly reviewed, right, by scientists, by the experts, leading public health agencies, and they are safe and they are effective. And this is a message that we'll continue to push. And we know since this administration's launch of the largest vaccination program in our nation's history for COVID-19 vaccines, those vaccines has saved millions of lives. That is something that we know.
First off, the vaccination program for C-19 was the largest vaccination program because, hello, it was the first one, all right? They could have jabbed 5 arms and called it the largest because it only happened once, so there was like nothing to precede it, really. Unless they're talking about another pandemic. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Or am I? Also, you know what screams confidence? Proper eye contact. Using less of it would, I don't know, look like you're kind of lying or something, right? But I just want to talk about something here that really grinded my gears. You know when something's good, you don't need to defend it as much to determine its value. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just say you either got prime Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, or even LeBron James. Do you think that the front office of the NBA team is going to ask you, why the heck did you get that player? They're not going to need this lengthy explanation saying how great they are because the results, I repeat, the results speak for themselves. Now, I don't want to sound as if I'm against medicine or science, all right? There wouldn't be a problem if proper protocols were followed to test everything, you know what I'm saying? But if something is rushed, then you can't blame people for feeling a little hesitant. But again, I know the language is very different compared to some time ago because now it actually feels like a recommendation of some sort, you know? Also, I'm going to keep showing you guys this bit from the CDC because they haven't removed it. And for subscribers, y'all are probably aware of this, but for anybody who's new to the channel, check this out. So it says right here that the variant may be more effective in causing infection in people who previously had C-19 jabs or boosters. How about that, huh? But you know what the solution is for these people, right? Start them young, why don't you?
Kids are different. They sometimes do require more than one shot and everything. So, parents out there who are listening, definitely something you'll want to talk to your pediatrician about based on when and if your child received a previous vaccine, how old they were at the time, et cetera. That's a little bit going to be more nuanced for the young ones than for grown-ups.
The best thing there is that she suggested that you talk to your pediatrician, right? That's actually commendable, I gotta admit, because that's how things should be, right? We should have the ability to choose what's best for us and for our loved ones. And if you think that the jabs are the way to go, then more power to you. If you think the opposite, I would still say the same thing. It's the power that freedom gives us, right? But just to close this out with something that actually kind of floored me, did you guys know that they actually don't have a clue as to how long this alleged protection from these vaccines last? It's the same thing for Moderna and Pfizer. The protection time span is really unknown. Amazing, huh? But what do you think? Should we be worried about another health crisis? Or should we instead just focus on our health, exercise, eat right? Maybe things will turn out better. Make sure you guys drop some comments down below. And before I go, I just want to thank you guys so much for the support. If you want to follow me on Twitter and TikTok, check out the links in the very bottom of the description down below. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Be safe.